Hello, everyone from the Chinese Las Vegas. Today, our morning journey to Bangkok begins in Macau. We depart from Macau International Airport to Bangkok International Airport on a Macau Air flight. There was no queue at our check-in. We went through it quite quickly. This is the economy class queue you see, and there were no queues at all for business class passengers. After checking in, we went through passport control and headed to the lounge. Macau Air has its own lounge, as it is the national carrier. The lounge is quite large. In principle, there were no passengers in it. Maybe this is because our flight departed at about 5 a.m. and it was not yet the height of the day. As you can see, the lounge has a fairly large relaxation area, and there is also a buffet with various snacks and hot dishes. In our case, it was breakfast time in the morning, so juices, yogurts, muesli, various chips, butter, croissants, and even vegetables prevailed. There was also a small variety of hot dishes. What is often found in Asian lounges is the massage area. We will look at the toilets. They are absolutely ordinary, small, as you can see in the simple design. In the early morning, we were very hungry, so we decided to have a little snack before the flight. Well, here's the boarding time. Our boarding was quite fast. The plane was not small, and there was a separate corridor for business class passengers. Our aircraft was a Airbus A320, and its configuration in business class is 2 to 2, that is 4 seats, 4 rows. The distance between the rows of seats was large, and the seats were comfortable. The choice of a welcome drink was standard, and we preferred orange juice and water. Each passenger on this plane was offered a blanket and a pillow. Incidentally, they were very good quality. Often you come across fleece blankets, which are not very pleasant. They become electrified. On this plane, there was a blanket of surprisingly high quality and a small pillow with the Air Macau logo. Our flight lasted about 2.5 hours. And for this flight, the company offered slippers. There were also personal headphones that you can use for multimedia. There was no personal multimedia here, but there were small TVs and screens that folded out on top in front of the seats. In the back of each seat, there was a standard set, safety instructions, and a small number of magazines. On one side of your armrest, there is a panel, as we understood, for selecting the language of the general multimedia. On the other side, there is a control panel for your seat. On the same side, there was a folding table, which was taken out with a slight movement of the hand. On this flight, which was about 2.5 hours, there was no large menu. There was a choice of 2 dishes. These were noodles, Asian noodles, or an omelet, since it was breakfast time. These are the same TVs of the general multimedia that we mentioned earlier. Well, it's time for takeoff. As soon as the pilot reached the required altitude, the flight attendants offered us hot, refreshing napkins. Well, here's our breakfast, and to be honest, it impressed us very much. In this case, it was an omelet, ham, vegetables, potato cutlet, yogurt, fresh fruit, butter. There was also a choice of bread and even a salad with beans. And note, it is always very nice to have parts with the airline's logo brand. The second breakfast option was no less delicious. These were noodles, Asian noodles, and everything else on the list: jam, butter, salad, a choice of bread, fresh fruit, and yogurt with aloe vera. After breakfast, everyone was offered water with the airline's logo. Well, let's check the restroom before our landing. Absolutely ordinary for this board. Small in size, but unfortunately, the plane was not new and the toilet room was not just dirty, it was just not very fresh. Despite this, antiseptic, soap, and hand lotion were provided. Well, here we are in Bangkok, which greeted us with sunny weather and little traffic at the airport. Thank you very much for watching. Stay with us, subscribe to our channel, and write comments under this video.